Salam, my name is Mohammad. I'm from Saudi Arabia. I have two kids in international schooling, Ahmed and Karam, and they started this year and hopefully they will continue with them. Well, actually, my kids liked international schooling because, nowadays these kids, they only like online gaming and communication through virtual reality. So, being in a school where they can have this friendly and interesting environment made them really into schooling with the international school. And also the teachers of international schooling have had sessions with my kids, to break the ice, to talk to them about the games. Do they have any pets? How many friends do they have? Who's the best friend that they have in their life? What is their favorite food or restaurant? So this kind of dialogue and communication between the teachers and my kids made me feel more confident about international schooling. Well, actually having a one-to-one teacher to each kid in, a selected and scheduled session is a plus. If a regular student goes to a regular school, the teacher will be teaching the lesson for 45 or 35 students at once. So what are the chances of as a kid or a student to have one-to-one question or maybe debate between him and the teacher? It's rare, but with international schooling, having a one-to-one session with the teacher gives my kids all the freedom and all the time that they need to really communicate with their teacher, understand the lesson, and do better. And actually, this is one of the factors that we really saw a big difference with our kids' level. So thank you for that. Let me tell you, maybe you will not face many parents as I have the set of mind that I don't push my kids to get good grades. I want my kids to get the knowledge that they can grab from school. So it will be like a weapon for their future in reality and real life. When they start working, when they start interacting with reality, not only getting grades and getting, certificates that says they are brilliant or they got a full mark. This doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is really the knowledge that they can grab. Well, as we talked previously before we do the session, I noticed one of the sessions, my son was taking mathematics and I was watching from a distance. And I saw the teacher that she sensed that my son is not really aware of the subject. And this is, reflected because of the background which they had in previous schools, meaning they did not get the basics of this, formula. So the teacher noticed that, and she started taking things one by one. She explained everything from the beginning, and she made sure that he understood the basics of this formula so he can move on. Not only letting him, memorize it by heart and you just have to do it 1 plus 2 equals 3. No, she went back and she gave him the basics so he can move on. And that was amazing for me to watch as a parent. I'm very satisfied with the international schooling teachers. As I said, they go to basics. They make sure that the kid is aware and well-knowledged about the basics so they can move forward. They are very friendly with the kids. They talk about different subjects, not only school, to make them feel, comfortable with the teacher. So thank you so much for all the teachers of international schooling. Well, let me say something first about the timing where they are free to choose their time and to schedule their sessions. During the pandemic in physical schools, as you know, the whole world made everything virtually online. And in Saudi Arabia, because we have lack of teachers and the number is really out, the students are more than the teachers, they made 2 sessions, one in the morning and one at night. So my elder son, who's in mid-school, had his session starts from 8 until 3, around 3 o'clock. My other son, session started from 5 o'clock until 9 o'clock p.m. which made him very stressful and disappointed, because he always watched his older brother finishing school early and enjoying his time. On the other hand, his situation is like you have to sit down, you have to do school until late night, which he's not used to it. Sometimes my son used to fall asleep while doing a session at night. Other times he used to cry. Why am I still in school at night and my brother is playing and enjoying his time? Why am I not choosing the time? So this is the the fine line between international schools here locally and international schooling online with you, which made him free to choose his time whenever he's awake and whenever he's available. Maybe us as a family, we had some trips or places to be, which was not convenient with regular school, but with international schooling we could schedule around our daily schedule, and then work it out. So that was a very flexible option in international schooling. Well, sure. As I told you, having a one-to-one session with the teacher made them understand more the subjects. They have improved in mathematics, in science, but most importantly, the worldwide knowledge of history. They talk about things that I personally don't know even until this age. My kids were talking about different events that happened in the history of the world, which here locally they are not exposed to. So this is a very a unique and additional plus to the school that exposes kids to many international information and knowledge. So yeah. No, I did not face any problems. And as you said, I'm comparing now previous years with the international schooling. Before, I used to call the administration in the school, asking them for appointment. Sometimes they don't answer me because they're busy. Sometimes they give me an appointment after 1 week. But international schooling are so close to me, and even through WhatsApp, which is in every human being's daily basis communication. So it was easy to send emails, to receive, weekly reports, talking through WhatsApp and getting the answer right away. So thank you for that. Well, I recommend international schooling for all the parents around the world because it's a flexible and a smart solution that we have to live with in this time of, the world going through the pandemic. I know now the pandemic is way better than when it first started, but we'll have to adjust and adapt to virtual communication, virtual education. So international schooling is the best choice in my opinion. However, I am gonna be honest. As a parent, I am considerate about my kids' social life, and I was thinking maybe next year I'll have to take my kids back to their regular school in Saudi Arabia. But my mother and my wife was against that, and they said, social life, they can do it after school. What are you doing? Just let them go with international schooling. And since they are improving in the knowledge and their subjects in school, and that's the most important thing for a parent, I believe. As a parent, I trust in international schooling.